Hi, welcome back to the Independent View. Since the last installment of the Independent View, have been referred to as a bumpkin. The word bumpkin is somewhat of an archaic term, and we thought that we better consult the dictionary just to make sure that we knew what it meant. And yes, it does mean what we thought it did. Some of you younger viewers may need to consult the dictionary. And in light of that, we thought that we should ramp the cool up just a little bit, and so you see what we're talking about. Today we want to look at the topic of conservative talk radio. We think that there's a happening indicated by conservative talk radio. There are two leaders in conservative talk radio that we will term number one and number two. Number one originates in Florida and New York City. Number two in New York City generally, although sometimes there are remote broadcasts, but usually that's where it's at. Number one is, in a word, entertaining. Some people would say propaganda. Some people refer to the listeners of conservative talk radio as lambs, as brainwashed, as robots, those kind of things. But I tend to give the American, especially in this day and age, the American listener to talk radio, be whatever it is, a little bit more credit for being thinking, especially with the diversity of ideas that we're exposed to, a little more discriminating of thought, because we have so much to compare our thoughts to. Years ago in the former Soviet Union, a MiG pilot defected, and he had nothing upon which to base his opinions, but when he was exposed to Western thought, he discarded the ideas of communism. So we realize that when someone makes the statement that they say more in 5 seconds than other talk show hosts say in an entire lifetime, we realize that, hey, this is going to be entertaining. Now, something was said after the last general election in 2006 by host number one that I think was revealing of his inner thought. Maybe he didn't realize that he revealed it, and maybe a lot of people did not understand what he meant by that or pick up on it, but we think that we did. And he said that he was not going to carry the water for the Republicans anymore. Both of those talk show hosts, they supported the Republican candidates in the general election. But in that election, we had Republican, so-called conservative candidates that supported and voted for the immigration amnesty bill that was in the Senate at that time, and also candidates, as in my home state, the candidate for governor, whom I fully supported before I saw him in a debate and realized that he was a socialist. But yet the talk show hosts supported these candidates. Okay, back to number one. He said that he was not going to carry the water for the Republicans anymore. What does that mean? I believe that means that host number one is realizing that the Republican Party no longer serves the interests of the conservatives in the United States. In my opinion, if in a general sense, if you were to put the Republicans and the Democrats in a gigantic bag and shake them up and dump them out, you wouldn't be able to tell one from the other. So host number one has possibly inadvertently revealed that he is moving out of the Republican Party, which is losing its conservative flavor, and moving into a new, as yet unformed, unofficial party of independent people in this country who are conservative. I know that I'm there, and it's not. It's a little bit of Republican. It's a little bit of Democrat. It's a little bit of Libertarian, but it is based on conservatism. Host number 2, I don't think he's at that point yet. I think he's realized that, but I think that eventually he would move that way. Now let's look at the example of this. Ronald Reagan. You know, Ronald Reagan was a Democrat, but yet he left the Democratic Party and moved to the Republican Party because the Democrats moved further to the left, away from the principles he believed in, and the Republicans embraced those principles that he believed in. And so he realized that you can forget the name. The important things are the principles that you believe in. And I think that's where we're headed today. If you have any ideas or any topics that you'd like to look into, send us a note and let us know. We'll see you next time on The View.